Hi, my name is Susan Burnett. I'm with the Bethlehem Morning Star Rotary Club, and I'm also the District 7430 co-chair for Rotaplast. We have a really exciting fundraiser coming up in October, on October 21st. We have partnered with the Pennsylvania Playhouse for a production of Sweeney Todd. They're going to dedicate one of their performances to Rotaplast, and we would love it if you would come out and join us. It's going to be an amazing evening. We've got food, we've got drink, we've got raffle baskets, and sitting with me here today is the director of the show, Dara Donaher.
Perfect. Hi everybody, I'm Dara Donaher. My mom is the infamous Diane Donaher, the district governor for Rotary District 7430, which is very exciting. And I was so excited to hear, once I had become the director of Sweeney Todd, I was told there's going to be a Rotary event. And then my mom said, I think there's going to be a Rotary event. And then it was so fun to all of a sudden get to come and sit down with you and talk about what Sweeney Todd's going to be at the Playhouse and how this awesome little merge happened.
Great. So tell our viewers a little bit about Sweeney Todd, because I've actually run into a couple people that are not familiar with the show. So give us a little background on the plot. Because it's right around Halloween, so I know there's a little bit of murder and blood involved. So
it's a really good one for Halloween. It's a little spooky. But we follow a man named Sweeney Todd. That may or may not be his real name. His real name is Benjamin Barker. And he is a barber. And so the tagline of Sweeney Todd is the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. And we follow his coming back to England journey, where he meets up with Mrs. Lovett, who owns a pie shop. And he wants to also run his barber shop there and give haircuts and shaves to different people in the area. And along the way, we find that some people start to not show up anymore. And all of a sudden, Mrs. Lovett's meat pies have gone through the roof. She is getting so many customers. But I can't tell you why. You have to come see the show.
So tell us your vision for Sweeney Todd. What do you want to bring to the show?
So what I find so interesting about Sweeney Todd is it's named Sweeney Todd, right? So most of the time we go, oh, the story then has to be about Sweeney Todd. But Sweeney Todd has a lot of supporting characters that are women that we either brush aside or we forget about, or they're used as like comedic relief. So for me, a lot of what Sweeney is doing stems from, I'm trying to say this without giving it away, because my stems from what has happened in his past, and he was sent away wrongfully, and he's come back to try and find his daughter, and we have this character of the beggar woman who has gone through terrible things and is now living on the streets, and is sometimes used almost as a comedic relief, but I don't feel that that's really I don't think sometimes Sweeney really sees the beggar woman, and so I'm interested to see if we really, because the Playhouse is such a small space, if we have to really look at these people as humans, right? And what has really happened, and Sweeney really has to look at the beggar woman and be like, what has happened to you, and not just use it as when she comes on oh, get out of here, but really look at her. Because also one of the characters that's usually a male character is Toby, who's the assistant to Mrs. Lovett. My vision is to have it as a female presenting, identifying character, because Toby has a part in the end that we kind of are left with Toby on stage after so many things have happened. And for a female to have a final moment in the wake of all that has happened, and to have the final say, to me is very intriguing and interesting. Yeah. The story of how Sweeney Todd starts is with this prologue, where it's telling the story of Sweeney Todd. We haven't met the characters yet. We just go into this ballad that we tell the tale real quick of Sweeney Todd. And so my idea is to keep it really pulled back as far as like maybe we're just in like an underlayer of costumes and maybe our full costumes aren't on yet, so that we are a company of actors who are telling this story, right? So we actually like see the actors saying like, come with us on this journey. And then in the end we get that ballad again, so that the company says, you know, here we all are. And we are all kind of complicit in this story. And these kinds of things are maybe not to the extent of Sweeney Todd, but that we need to face that some of these things are happening, and what are we going to do about it?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the show.
My goal is to bring some awareness to some domestic violence, to things of that nature, and have organizations in the community really come in and talk to the actors about what those experiences are like, so that we can authentically live through those characters and not put on airs that we think that they would be going through, and then maybe to have them at the Playhouse to give information and just be there as a resource for people as well throughout the show.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
incredible. And one of the great things about this event is after the show, if you want to stay, we'll have the actors come out and do an actor talk back with the audience. And last year when we had that event, I think that was the best part of the show.
Yeah,
So,
and I'll be there and
Yes.
facilitate it, and it'll be great.
Right.
Yeah.
Hope that you will plan to join us on October the 21st. Our next Rotaplast Mission is going to be next May, the 5th through the 19th. We are going to Medellin, Colombia, and I hope that you will come support us so that we can create hope through the world. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
and
you for
joining us.
having
It's been
me.
a delight. I can't wait to see it.
I'm excited for you to come. Please come see Sweeney Todd.